This video series explains how to deploy Windows 7 from Windows XP using the Windows Automated Installation Kit and Microsoft Deployment Toolkit 2010. My name is Jay Paloma. Rolling out Windows 7 into the Windows XP environment may be a daunting task for a lot of admins. Good thing Microsoft came out with free tools to help us in doing so, one of which is the Windows Automated Installation Kit, or WAIK, and the other is Microsoft Deployment Toolkit, or MDT. WAIK consists of command prompt utilities that allow us more power and flexibility in our deployment options, while MDT gives us automation and consistency. It is best for the deployment techie to learn how to use WAIK before venturing into MDT, which automates the key functions of WAIK. In the second part of this video series, let's now take a look at how to use WAIK to acquire an image of a Windows 7 machine and store it in the Windows Imaging format, or WIM. For this, we will need the WinPE boot CD that we created in part 1. Here we see a Windows 7 machine that is installed with the organization's apps like Office 2007. Our objective is to acquire an image of this machine and store it in a WIM file. First up, we will need to remove all uniqueness from this machine by running sysprep. It is located in the Windows folder system32/sysprep. Double-click the sysprep application. Select Enter System Out of Box Experience, or OOBE. Check Generalize to remove all uniqueness. In Shutdown options, select Shutdown, then click OK. Sysprep will now commence. After a while, the machine will shut down. You will now need to place the WinPE boot CD in the drive and configure the machine to boot from CD. As I am using a Hyper-V machine in this setup, I will configure this virtual machine to boot from CD and use the WinPE_x86.iso file that we created in part 1. Once the machine has successfully booted in WinPE, your first task is to confirm drive assignments. I have placed an extra virtual hard disk drive on this machine, which is intended to store my WIM file. In a real-world scenario, this can be a USB external drive. Please note that generally, WinPE would be able to detect external USB disk drives. We now need to find out which drive letters were assigned to the OS and which one is the external drive. Drive D is my external drive. Drive E is my OS drive. Drive F is where I placed image X. I will now shift to drive F, use image X to capture an image of drive E, and store it in a WIM file in drive D. We now wait for image X to perform its job. Depending on machine speed, hard disk drive speed, and the size of apps installed on the Windows 7 image, this task can take 20 minutes or so. After image X has completed, confirm that the WIM file is present. You have seen how to acquire an image of Windows 7 into a Windows imaging format or WIM file. Our next task is to apply this WIM image into our target machine using image X. Be sure to watch the rest of the videos in this series. This has been J. Paloma.